Safe area. 23 and 24 we are here in Burjman. And 7 days passed, another 13 more days to go. So we are done until 31st. So tonight we are going to post the posters until 31st. So if you want to join again with many more very special talks by influencers, photographers, content creators, passionate souls, please register and join. If someone who is seeing me first time? Only you. No, man. But you didn't see me, yeah? You also see me first time. How many of you knows about iBrandConnect? Okay, I just give you, like in 2 minutes, I'll just complete the introduction of iBrandConnect. Like we started just before Corona, so we always say as Corona baby, iBrandConnect. Okay, so during Corona, it was a kind of tough time for all of us. So as same with us as well. So keeping some brands with us, it was really challenging for us to sell these products. So what we did, we just went outside. We focused on the focus group of photographers, content creators, and start working with them. In 2021, we started a kind of concept called fototalk. So that fototalk stayed forever, and now today is our 207th photo talk from 2021. So iftar photo talks also a part of it. We consider this photo talk as a terminology. Maybe they are workshops, maybe they are seminars, maybe they are like photo walks. So but we call them as iBrandConnect photo talk. Now these 207 talks been done with the support of almost around 110 individuals, and they are from 30 different countries. So we used to always keep something in our mind. For example, like this is iftar photo talk, 20 days. These 20 days, we are covering 15 nationalities. So you can just have a look at it. HNY was done with Indian, and the next day Leo photo been done with a Syrian, and the third day was a Omani, and the fourth day was an Egyptian. And it just keep going that. So altogether, we just want to just create this kind of concept, iBrandConnect, as a kind of global community connections. Okay, our distribution brands are all those brands. We are focusing only on the niche community into photography and content creation. And at the same time, we have an online store called shop.ibrandconnect.com. Anything and everything into photography. We love all of you. Okay. So now today, my friend Mustafa, he was here yesterday as well. Like yesterday, this room was full, almost around 80 people. We did a seminar related to cinematography. We started by around 11 o'clock, and we entered with all the question answers and everything by 4 o'clock. And then we decided, okay, why not we create something today? So within a day time, I'm so happy. At least we can see almost around 20 people in front of us. That's a great stuff, right? And he is a passionate soul that you can see now. Okay, so try to grab maximum. This is something related to in cinematography. There is something motion
control systems.
Control systems are there. Actually, we sell these things, but I always used to ask him, like, what is this? How does it work? And who is that kind of customer that I need to approach? All this kind of stuff. Okay, so introducing Mustafa. Mustafa did many talks for us. I think 3 or 4 talks.
Yeah, so one Instagram reel, and I think 3 talks. Three.
Almost 3-4 talks. Okay. Now again, I'm so happy to have him. Like I always love to have him in our place as well, to have a lot of discussion. Hours and hours of discussions.
Yes, and less talks.
Now the platform belongs to you. Thank you very much for coming, and keep coming.
So all of you are passionate about cinematography, they know video is all about movement. So moving things is important. Sometimes there are things doesn't move, which is mostly something like still life. This is called still life. So I'm choosing this situation now because we don't have any other options now. But mostly when we want to shoot something in motion, because I'm stepping into next level that I'm not talking about the basics of cinematography or anything like videos, things like that. I'm just talking about how the motion works in terms of a controlled situation. Like when you move a camera, let's say on a slider, you move manually. Or you manually move with your hand, manually move with your like tripod, or sorry, not tripod, gimbal, maybe shoulder rig, whatever. That's manual. You can't repeat the motion over and over again. So you're not going to get the exact same result, you do it. Let's say if your director says, can I hit one more time? A different movement, right? A different movement. So what if you want to get an movement achieved precisely to a point where you can get it exactly repeated? This is called motion control systems. So I'm a motion control camera operator as well, other than cinematography, and this is something I do, something like these big machines. But this is one of the top-notch motion control system in the world, and the biggest one. And I'm a certified operator as well. And a couple of things I can show you before what I usually do is, I didn't put an edit actually, I just put like, so a couple of projects I did for recently with the system in Dubai. So one is like, I'm just showing the snippets I did for a couple of shoots. Like this, for example, this shoot I did for a Honda Pilot, the new camera, it's a new car from Honda. So if you think about this shot, is the camera is coming from all the way from the dashboard and through the seat and going through him and the boy. So this shot is actually achieved by two shots. We call two passes. What two passes means, we had this shot where, like make it bigger. The camera was here, we moved until, sorry, I'm not moving. Yeah. So we moved the camera under this much and we stop. And we put the seat back on because the seat was folded down. And we use another one that goes through this seat, and we combine the shot. Because to get the exact speed of movement to precisely, this is the only way we can achieve it. Another use is basically in VFX. Like if you want to do visual effects and if you want to get a proper plan movement, you can work in reverse with the VFX, where you, in VFX you animate things. And you can copy the movement. They can give you the speed. Let's say in a movement, they animate like something in a VFX, just camera goes this way. It'll give you how long it should go, what speed it should go, what lens they use. So we get all this information and we can put back into system. And this is what we achieved for Honda ZR-V shot. And if you see the shots, so all these movements are actually based on the 3D they gave you. All the human elements we shot. There is nothing in this shot actually physically shot other than the human being, except even including this eye is actually a VFX. All of these are VFX. So we'll show you where exactly we went for the shot. These are not our shots. These are 3D, all 3D. So like, think of this movement now. It goes to high. So we got this movement. We copy the data into this system and mimics actually. So this is an advanced level of motion control. But we are not talking about advanced level now. We'll just do a bare touch of surface, the basics. But this is something we can achieve in terms of motion control systems. So the camera goes down again, see that movement. So they gave us the idea that there will be a car in the place. So we place this character long in the corner of a studio. We use exactly what the lens is supposed to be, and we get the exact movement. So when they put this, and everything was shot on green screen, by the way. This human being is actually on a green screen. And we copy the data. It's also a way of using motion control systems. This is more of an advanced level technological shot. This is again a shot where we had this person on a 1.5 meter green block so that we can go below the height of the person. And we went all the way like 4 meters and came down. And that's how this shot achieved. This shot, so we had 2 characters in place. We told them there will be you have to look at there is something, mimic that there is a car, and you have to be like, wow. Though I didn't like the edit, by the way. There is no expression on the human faces. These are 2 different shots. And skipping to something which is easily understandable, which we did recently, not this one, I will show you one for Dubai Police we did. So this shot was one of the best example. So in this shot, the idea is a couple of new joinees coming to Dubai Police to join as a trainee, whatever. They come in, the multiple people comes in, and they give the first uniform, they pick the uniform, and they go to training class, they take the iPad and they learn it. This is the story. It's a part of the story. So the shot begins like, we have a camera, move the same exact way. So think of this. I'll just put back again the beginning. People changes. In that rotation, 3 uniforms, parts changes. Changes to this person. Moves. Camera goes this way. And camera goes twisting down. And that changes to an iPad of this person. So this is also one way of doing it. This was achieved by, these are repeated motions. So this is 1 take, 2nd take, 3rd take. This one is a tilt down, another take actually. From here we have 1 uniform take, like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have exact same repeated, and we edit and combine. This is how we achieve the shots. It's called passes, or we call plates. And these all moves are programmed, by the way. This is called motion control, but a controlled motion, or we have full control over what we move, how we move, when we move. And the final one we did was recently released for another project of my friend. The story is about wallpapers and curtains for a family. They used to be using for a long time, back in maybe 50 years, maybe something like that. This young gentleman living in 1960s, maybe 1940s, when they were a couple, no family. So the camera goes as an FPV. Sorry, I'll put it full screen to make it easy understandable. Yeah, the camera goes in on the table like an FPV, goes on to him, stop is there. His makeup changes. Behind the wallpaper changes. The camera goes behind him. The camera goes from, and while the camera moves, the product changes. That means by the time he finishes, he got aged where there are 5 kids and a big family. So this is done by almost 14 different takes. So 10 different wallpapers, where I think there is a BTS they released today, so you can get an idea, but this is more of a, these are the bolt moves. So he has to bend down, and the camera goes, and the same repeats over and over again. And this is millimeter accuracy. And they change the next costume, whatever, and they do it. So in order to start with that, we need to have some basic systems. So we have to stop that. Okay, so what we have here is something called a YC Union slider, solved exclusively by iBrandConnect. Am I right? Exclusively. Cool. So one other thing with this one is, that one can do variety of programming, by the way. That's 2 million words. This is affordable. This anybody can buy. So normally, if I detach this power, let's say I switch it off, and you use it manually. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you basically move your camera like this, and you can't repeat it again. So what happens is this slider is attached to a motor, which I'll show you in a different one. So I have a smaller version to show you. Which is this piece. So this is attached to a belt. It's called a timing belt. Every car owner should know whatever timing belt. It's controlling the timing of every movement in a car. So similarly, these teeth actually controlling how much steps it will take from A to B or B to A, whatever. Now, if you don't have this one, there's a normal slider. If you have this one, then you're actually controlling it from an app to set your movement at what speed. And you can repeat the same thing. That can do like 9 different axes, but this can do 1 axis, maybe 2 axes. But this has another feature, which I cannot show you today, but this is like you can connect to an advanced module with a gimbal, which is Xeon RS2, RS3. With the movement, let's say your gimbal can look this way, and when you go this way, the gimbal can look something else, and you can repeat that too, which is interesting. The only slider I've seen which can integrate another brand of gimbals. And plus, when you control motion, you can control lights also. So brand of these, same brand makes lights like these tube lights. And you can sync the lights to have a different brightness here, a different color here, and changes to another color here. And it can be repeated. So light control as well. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to achieve today to get an idea how much we can do. So my idea is this is a camera usually called a rigged camera to have a matte box, a filter, a thread adapter, etc. So the idea is to have a video that shows the build process while in the move. So we'll start with the bare tripod, no camera at all, then the camera with the lenses, then we attach everything. So we'll take maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots maybe. Then we'll see how it goes. So the idea is to show the final product as it is. So I'm going to detach one by one. So this is one product, magnetic, which also sold by iBrand. Quick and easy. Quick and easy. So whenever we do a motion control system, we call something called a plate or a background. What means we take like empty one, sometimes at the end of the shot, sometimes at the beginning of the shot. This time, what we mean, like plate mean we only take the background. Right now we have one subject in the middle, so I'm not going to take it now because I'm already in the position. So I will do at the end. This is something for a safety that in case in the edit, if you want to get some other detail, which you will show the edit process anyway, you will need them. So before we plan for any motion control, do your planning. You do your scripting, do your short list, and see what you want to achieve. Because let's say, if I want to statically shoot this one, I must tape this that I should not move this while I put something else on. Then the whole shot is gone. Your idea is to keep things in the same position to give the feeling that it's growing. The moment you move, even left or right, or the shot is lost, you have to start over again. So you must tape this, whatever subject you do, you make sure it's locked in the position. And let's start now. So I'm going to do the one shot for this one. Then I will program this one. So to program this one, sorry, that's first movement, my mistake again. This also should not happen. Yeah, I didn't do anything, yes. So if I did that in the shot in the middle, then I'm gone. I have to do it again. So actually I lost the move. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay. Usually in a set we have tapes or clamps, whatever, yes. So this works on an app. So right now I'll delete everything because I connected yesterday to 2 sliders. Exactly same thing. So first of all, I have to connect the slider to the belt, which was disconnected here. Okay. Make sure the tension is correct and belts are not twisted, no looping, anything. That applies to any brand. I'm going to switch it on. Right now, I can do setup on this one or on the app. So this works on a Bluetooth, takes only one battery, or you can power by USB-C. You go to the product category, because there's two. One, my devices once you register. If you don't, you have to go to product category, to easy make it slider, select this one, and start searching for it. And it finds as like a satellite. So right now, it shows it has enough battery, it's good. And you have to set point A and B. What's point A and B means where you want to start the movement from and where you want to end up to. So let's say I want to start something, let's say, and you want to start, I have to set up the A first. It doesn't let me do B first. I have to fix it, but anyway, it's fine. It's okay. So right now if I push it, it kind of goes backwards. Okay, I think I'm okay here. So I move this one with this one. I set A. So I have my first point. I'm going to go where I want to be more. And I think I need like maybe a 4-second shot. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is enough. Set B. Now it shows there is two things you can do. You can do a video or you can do time lapse. Time lapse takes forever, depends on the duration. But right now we're using video, so I'm going to do a video shot. And now it knows that I'm at the end of the position and you can only go backwards. That's why the blue is active. And if I press this arrow, it starts from B to A automatically. And I can adjust the speed. But when you do the movement, you make sure your speed is consistent, not change in between. So now the idea is, I'm going to hit record, and I'm going to start one movement. I press play. You're not seeing what on the screen, but I'll show you. And one thing I have is there is a movement in the background, so to repeat again. That's not good for me. It's okay. When you finish, can you make it quick? Thank you. If it's around the product, then it's an issue. So I think if I flip the screen, I don't know. Can you guys see the screen a little bit? Kind of, yeah. I can't turn off the light. Okay, I'm going to do it again. This time. And from then I can actually use the buttons on the slider which has A and B to set, to move. And you can adjust speed on the knob as well. Okay. So I'm going to hit record once again. And I press B. It's moving. What we're achieving with this kind of movement is because the product doesn't move, we change the background and showing the environment it is sitting. So that's done. I'm going to come back to A. By the time I'm going to fix the first item, which is, camera. Must be careful. Not to change, not to shift. Nothing happens. Yalla, okay. I'm good. Yalla, safe. Cool. So I'm going to hit record again. So shot number 2. Mostly these videos are used in product commercials, YouTube, unboxings. Okay, that's done. So once it's set, it's faster. So I'm going back to A. I'm going to fix the next one. I'm rolling again. I'm pressing B. By the way, it does autofocus, where cinema cameras, you have to set the focus as well. Hi, Hassan, how are you? Good to see you. cool. So I did this second one, third one. I'm going to do another one. Going back to this one. Speed. And the last one. Cool. So let's go to the edit desk and see what's happening. Can we get a table there? A small table? Yeah. I need to just quickly show and edit this. Okay. Ah, enough. Thank you. So I'm going to copy all the footages. We'll just quickly grab through. And this was the first take. And I'm going to start one moment. We had a movement, so we are not using that one. So we have this movement without anything. We'll do another one maybe. Okay. We still had a movement actually, so it's going to have some issue exactly. So I'll start maybe from here, where he's not there. Okay, so I'm going to grab all these footages. Now, we have to kind of find where exactly every shot is beginning, because when I record, I'm not recording at the exactly same time every single time. So I have to kind of stack one by one. It's called stacking. And we'll see. We'll find the first three now. Where will you see the first one? All right, it's the first two one. So I have to make sure the position of the tripod is in the same position. I kind of have to figure it out. So right now the tripod is, I'll find like a sweet spot where I can easily figure out where the point is. So let's say I'm going to see where my tripod's end is meeting at some point. So just to get an idea where the starting point is. Okay, where orange is not visible is my kind of starting point for to align it. Okay, now I have to figure it out for this one. So I have to use the keys. Put a marker there, and I'm disabling this one, so I want to see. Okay, I have to figure it out. I think the movement is finished already here. Okay, that's why. Okay, here is that one. So I have to move this one to this. It's a manual process, by the way. In motion control system, there is an automated way of doing it. The routine is right. Okay, now I'll get it. Just over the frame. Okay, we're matched now. So this is where it's now. So we lock that one. And set my endpoints. I'm going to cut the beginning to make sure I have anything else is not required, that I don't move anything. Okay, so first two shots are aligned. If I make it, it's moving, and if I enable it, you see, the movement comes like that. But it's a teasable. But in motion control, we have something called bloop light. What is bloop light means? In the frame where we can erase it, let's say somewhere here, or if at all, if it's not visible, we make a pre-frame that's not usable. We start from there. And we put a light. It blinks for like a split second, like a slate. So what happened, that light matches to another light, then you align everything. Exactly, visual time code kind of thing. Bloop light. Bloop light. So I'm going to align the next two shots as well. So I'm going to bring in to the same key point where it is matching this orange there. Hopefully, actually I can delete all audio. Not needed. Not needed. Not needed. Mostly. What? We stopped before? Okay. Okay, so we align that too. I'm going to trim that one. Okay, now the next 2 shots I have to make. Got to kind of bring this down. Okay, have more shots. Okay, that's it. And the final one. Okay, I think I'm aligned everything. So I'll see. Must trim everything after. You don't need any of these. So, oops, shouldn't happen. Okay, if I see it in terms of real, so if I disable first final one, we have that, we have this, we have this, we have this, and this. And if I just blind cut while in the movement, I'll find the best movement position. So it moves from this to this at the final. So if I just give it like 5 shots, and I need only this much in the beginning, I disable it. And then this much in the beginning, I disable the other one. There is vibrations and all. See? Now to stabilize the footage, combat to stabilize it. Okay. Because the lens, and maybe you had to turn off the compound clip. Oops. One by one, it will be difficult. It has different stabilization. So it has to be combined to one clip, then like stabilize it, because mostly the motion will be almost same. Hopefully, let's see. So I'm going to comp it to one, and if I'm going to stabilize it,
Now you have selected all and stabilized, or?
just one go, as one go. The whole clip is stabilized now. Thank you. So there's a bit of an extra frame there, but the rest is smooth. Yeah. So this is something we can do in terms of kind of a product growth, like, progressiveness, something like that. So this is one way of using this one. And it can be used in multiple ways. Sometimes you can do the other way. You can use a camera to shoot and something you can move. Yeah, sure. Ready? We can correct that one. And the one tip I missed to say, if the lens has stabilization, turn it off. Because lens stabilization works randomly and based on different movements. So turn it off, keep it, even if any vibration is there, it will. I can see it. Because this was, I bought the slider and I sold it to him. Because it was way too big for me and he was interested. I think we met with this talk first time, if I'm not wrong, right? Yeah. I said, you have this? I have it. And he asked, like, where you bought it from? I said, I bought it directly from ICON, and I had a chat with them, Instagram. They sent me this one and complimentary one light as well. But this, I think I will go for something like a 3 feet, something easier, like small head interviews.
60 is enough, right, for this kind of movement?
60 is mostly, at this moment 60 is enough. But what happens is, when the movement starts, there is an acceleration. The speed growth starts, and it ramps down. It won't go in linear. That's for every motion control, like a car. You accelerate slowly, then you get into a pace where your fifth gear is. That's where you have to use it. You can't use this portion at all. So you have extra room. Let's say if you want to do a whole large movement, think of this as for a time lapse. You need a long movement because you're going to have a longer movement. Or let's say if you want to do a full forward motion, things like that. Now I'm going to try something with the green screen. Like somebody can sit on a chair and we can try to see if I can levitate them. Like seeing, like, let's try that. This will be mostly empty, so we'll use this as a background. So we can use the shoot as well, like, pretty much. So let's do one cleanup here. Green screen. ഈ സ്ലൈഡർ ബാഗിൽ വെക്കണം. ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വെച്ചാൽ മതി. And somebody, we have a small stool without, not a chair. We don't have, right? We don't have any option, right? Okay, it's fine. We can use this one to sit. Or I can use this one. This is okay. The bar stool is okay. Perfect. Camera mati. We don't need this one. So we'll use this one mostly maybe here. Pull this back. The heavier, no? I believe. And Nikki go. I don't take it. More. I think I want to see the Burjuman in the background. We'll take this back. Yalla. Yeah. Bring back this way. My intention is to do something. I want somebody from the team to come and support me. So an idea that someone is floating in the air. Like I just want like some poses, that's sitting something or a yoga pose, whatever. Anybody? Anybody? Yalla, you come. It's fine. Thank you. No need to cover like that. Okay. Okay, I'll call you. Let me set up the plate shot first, and I'll call you. So the idea is, in order to have something floating in the air, of course a human body cannot sit in the air. Maybe you can jump for a split second and come back. Or I cannot shoot by then. But I want you to stand still. Like somebody's doing yoga and he's going to be in the air. That's one possibility. But I'm not doing the movement of you because I don't have the facility to put the background. But my idea is, shoot this as whole empty, which is called a plate. Then I put you in this chair. in the middle. I'll wrap it in the green of the chair, and I will try to erase this part. I'll put in the background. And what I see through below is important. Let's do that. Let me take the chair out first. Let me do a clean frame. Camera and a card. Yeah. I'll just go with the wider lens. We use two things. One is a motion control. Second thing is the chroma. I hope the chroma is perfect without a proper chroma lighting. Sony, I'm trusting. I think, yeah, there's an IS, right? Sigma, no, I don't think there's an IS. No, I'll turn it off in the body. Camera body has one. Yeah, I'll disable that one. Image stabilization, steady shot, it's off. It's off, okay, good. I'm going to go a little crazy on shutter. Okay. Again, let me try. I'll just find a position for it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There's one issue though. The iBrand is in the green color. I might remove that, which I have to find it out. I'm trying to wrap without blending that one, hopefully. Let me see. Yeah. Give me the iPad. So I'll do a large movement. More than enough. Okay, video shot. Okay, take the chair off. We'll increase the power for this to give some light. Okay. I'm not looking at the lighting or whatsoever. Just him. Stay there 1 second. Yeah, like that. And see, want to see the exposure. Little tilt up. No, that's okay. Just a demo, so it should be fine. If we light up, it can be more. I think the exposure wise, yeah, it's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I hope the green will be okay. Yeah, remove it. Camera was not changed, right? Okay. Put the chair again for me, once again. Okay, in this shot, I have to do one more thing because there is no subject at the beginning. So the focus must be here. It should be out of focus. So when I remove it, automatically the autofocus camera can go backwards. So it'll be a little bit different. So I want to set the focus and set the camera into manual first. And I let it go. Keep it here. Remove it. Pipe, bottle. Yeah. This is the plate I'm doing now. NPF battery, yes. I think it can go for a day, right? Easily. I think together we made a system that instead of using one battery and one battery for anything else, we made a small system that takes 2 NPF batteries, split the power into 3. One goes to the gimbal. Yeah, one goes to, actually in the back, which is like a DIY, which is not YC unit makes. Which is this one. So, and we have a clamp for it. So it will take 2 batteries, and we convert this into 12 volts, 2 12 volts and 1 USB-C. So this will go to the power. 1 12 volt goes to the gimbal. Another one for the monitor. The camera power self. So we have, because he can use the same battery for all 3. And pretty much because 2 NP can power your RS3. And we have because what happens if you put the actual gimbal itself, the wobbling can be too much. Because these are not that stable as like only the head with a small base. So it is very low profile. So the camera stays almost the same height. But this is also important. Yeah. So that's why we made this rig. Do I stop recording? Oops. I have to do it again. See? Production mistake. Okay. That's fine. Okay, go back. No, you move back, yeah. Okay, there we go. Thank you. If the green doesn't work, we will cover the background with another 2 displays. It's okay, right? But we have iBrand and put it together easier. Okay, I'm rolling and taking the plate. Normally when you do this, we have to have proper lighting, proper green chroma lighting, make sure there's no shadows. But now things are smarter, right? Little smarter than before. So I think I made a mistake myself. I went inside the shot. See? Show Ada. Habibi, what happens? So this time I'm taking a reverse shot because there's no one, so I can reverse the shot. But whenever we do motion control, what happens is my workflow, we set up the shot. That's our busy time. It's all play pose. You never change anything. Unless the DP want to change the lenses, then there is a lens calibration. For a bigger motion control systems, you have to have that. Okay, now I want the model to be, okay, take it out. We'll do another one without that in case. So proper motion control can have, this is called one axis. You only have one axis of movement. Then camera does a little bit of a pan, 2 axis, but it's not controlled by me. It's kind of automated. But when you have a gimbal, we call degree of freedom. How many degree of freedom? 4 degree, 5 degree, like that. So this is 1 degree of freedom. We have 1 movement. When you have pan, the 2nd degree. Tilt is another degree. You can do 360 roll, another one. Focus is another one. Then we have zoom. These are all channels. We can do iris in case if you want to. So all the extra rotating pieces. Then more motors. For example, let's say you have your food to be, let's say you have a food table in front of it, can rotate in synchronization. That's another motor. You can have a system that can pivot a bottle of water. That's another motion. You can have like a treadmill setup. It's called treadmill itself, but it's like a track rolling, and you'll put like cereals and things going to the port, whatever. That can be one thing. Or you can have a piston that smashes something out. It's called actuators. It's called actuators, but extra things. So you can precisely time it, and you can have lighting control, which is DMX, which we have, all these lights have. So which can start at precise lighting at what point, and that can be used as loop as well. Let's say you can have like a light, even though your system doesn't have loop light, use it as like a light that shows that split second, stop it. Then you do the shot. In last product shoot, in that project, we couldn't put a loop light all the time. So what we did was we had like a frame which stays for a second. I go manually put the light. 1 second, the light blinks, I take it back. The shot continues. Because it blinks at the same time, the position of the light doesn't important. All we care about light blinks or not. We just look the light blinks, mark it. Light blinks, mark it. Light blinks, mark it. We have aligned it. These are normal frames camera, 25. We have small sliders. That machine can go, how many meters is it? 9 meters maybe? Almost, right? From here to there in second. Yeah. And I can show you. Okay, in the training I did myself. Okay, let's do it. Bring the chair. Let's wrap it in the green. Only the bottom. Yeah, you'll be flying, yes. So try to take it below, fold it over perfectly without as less wrinkles, the better, or else I will not be able to do a demo. Yeah. We have some tape here. Yeah, normal masking tape. Yeah, whatever we see, it's okay. No, here it's not. A folding here. It should go straight back. Always fold backwards. And if I have to. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think the green is not that bad on this one. It's okay. We'll use a key, car key. Yeah, let's start with like a basic, then yeah, tape it. Yes. Okay, I'll give pieces first. Yeah. Yeah. And put it here. That's okay now. That can stay. Yeah, it's okay. It's for a demo. Can you sit? Yeah, it's a flat space. Yeah, can you cross your legs? Is possible? Technically? Flexibility? Yalla. Okay, I think that's good. Yalla. Let me go to the first point. No, not rolling. I'm just thinking how the folds are over in case if I won't be able to take it off.
Don't drop me.
No. I'll drop you in the video.
Will I disappear?
I can make you disappear, yes. That also I can do. That's a good idea. Let's do a transition. Okay. Let me see the playback from the beginning. There is some panning issue, but I think that's okay. Seems to be okay. So whatever it works, it will do. Okay. So right now something happened with the game, the panning, so it's fine. Let's do it.
Do you want me in the middle to do it?
No, that's okay. No. I don't want to move it again, but I can reframe it.
Okay.
I will make a portrait video.
Sure.
Easy peasy. I'm rolling. B. So like 5 seconds I want you to stay. Maybe I'll do a reverse part. Maybe I can take in the middle. Yeah, it's okay. I can take in the middle. It's fine. Thanks. Big applause for Hassan. Yeah. Let's do it.
That's done?
That's done.
Done.
Okay. Here. 873. So we have this shot, him moving this way, and we have an empty one, same moving from this way. We'll try to combine them. Again, at the beginning, I'm going to find a spot where I can see where I can put my camera marker. So I feel like the TV ends. Probably that is my sweet spot. Oops. Marker. Marker. And I'm bringing the next shot where I have it's aligning to pretty much good. Now I'm going to go into the effects and need to find for so basically I'm going to take the chroma out. Hopefully this is the one I filmed out wrong. I think I can. Which is the one, Hasif? Luma? Fusion? Better than Fusion? Okay, I can do that. So I did it in this one. I was thinking. Okay, let's go to Fusion then. Okay. Shift space. Sorry. And effects. Shift space, right? Yeah. 3D key here or chroma key here? Chroma, right? Sorry, I am deleting this node in between, right? Median.
Shift space.
Yeah. Okay. Color level.
I just okay.
Alpha out ഇട്ടോ മാറ്റ് ഫിനിഷ് എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാം ഇവിടെ അല്ലേ
3D clear
3D gear ഉണ്ട് ഓക്കെ
3D clear
3D ഞാൻ ഇത് നോക്കിയത് 3D ഇതല്ലേ ഓക്കെ കീ അഡ്ജസ്റ്റ്മെന്റ്സ് ആൽഫ എങ്ങനെ പോവാ ആൽഫ പോയിന്റ് ഓക്കെ മാസ്ക് ഇനി മാസ്ക് ഇട്ടോളാം കുഴപ്പമില്ല മാസ്ക് ഇട്ടോളാം ഞാൻ
center of iBrandConnect. You can make this as
Why? 1 second.
I have a water release form right now.
Now to do one bit of a color correction as well on this one, because just I'll increase the decrease this one after. Anyways, let me see if the position is correct or not. It's correct. But to make sure the brightness is adjusted also, because when you sit there, the light difference between light. So yeah, I mean, trying to precise it, kind of. But yeah, I think that's okay now, hopefully.
And then you can use the qualifier only for the bleach.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not precising, I'm just showing the idea. So we just get an idea where if you start from. Let's say, so I'm not doing any final color correction, but the idea is, I mean, I still see the lines here. I want to finish it off. First, that I will finish it for sure. Of course, you have to do clean blacks and clean whites. All of these. Yeah, almost. And what I will do is like 4 on this clip. I hope. I don't know if it works. Maybe no, it doesn't. Okay, fine. So anyway, I'm just getting the idea. But I'll finish it off. But the idea is, like, I mean, I still see like a bit of that important thing. 1 second. I can see the brightness also. Yeah. So there is not complete finish, I would say, but I have to do finishing on this one, which I have to do take time. So the idea is on there. Which I have to kind of work on, because I'm not seeing the preview here.
This is going to be on online tomorrow. Already online. Already online. I have way more worse things than that online.
Oops. Come on, set, reset. Hopefully. Kind of matched now almost, but I'm still seeing it, but yeah. So something else, I mean something like this we can plan, like somebody's like fading away, which we can try now, like all of a sudden he comes in. Do we have like a funky animation transition thingy? So it's like we can have him appearing in the middle and going away as well by just adding a bit of a transition. So we just say cross dissolve, which is like a boom, addictive dissolve. That's like a better. Okay, and this one. A Gaussian town. We can make it like a split second and goes out. So these are something you can achieve only with motion control systems. Any questions? I just did 2 demos. Any questions? Thank you. So, I mean, mostly anybody who does YouTube interviews also you can use, because this is one of the easiest way to do interviews. It's not for these purposes, but when you do interview, you can let it go from loop it. We'll keep doing back and forth that you can have dynamic movement of interviews. That's one of the other use. So that's the wrap of my class. I hope you did learn some new tech today. Interesting. Okay. Any questions?
For example, for interview, you said we can integrate, let's say, the RSP with the slider.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, because it will
Sure.
stream it. Yes.
So just wanted to check. You mentioned that we can connect it to the RS3, for
Yeah.
example, with the head,
Yeah.
with a power adapter.
Yeah.
Now, do I need to use 2 different software?
No.
Let's say,
So if we use it, we don't have the gimbal, right? So I'll show you on the iPad. There is an option. So, and I don't know if the RS3 can directly go because it has Bluetooth. The RS2 needs to have an adapter, which you have, Anas, in the system. Yeah, it's there. So on RS2, on the side of the RS2, you connect this module from Vice Union. So it kind of synchronizes.
Ah, nice.
So then what happens if you connect this one, in the app, it will Just go back and show you. You said A and B. Going back again. So here you search for stabilizer. You can choose which one you want. And let's say if it's RS2, you choose RS2 and say start searching. It will combine them. And hopefully, if you combine, you got it, it will come in your My Devices. You press and hold this one, and you see it's called linking. When you link whatever device, you can link a number of lights and the gimbal together. Then you get a different screen altogether. You can do pan, tilt, A, B, and the color of the light as well. So you set one color of the light, one movement, keyframe A, and you can do multiple keyframes. But right now it's limited to 2 keyframes. What is keyframe means? The A and B. So every stop of movement or every change of movement is called keyframes, which is a normal term in motion systems. So every point you can change whatever. And let's say if you set a color from red to blue, it will not just switch, it will transition to the color range. So it'll be smooth.
Nice.
So I tried that once before as well, but right now there are some firmware issues. I couldn't pair one of the lights, but it can work. Let me try that one.
But is it easy with a pan for interviews so we can do like this type of movement?
Yeah. Right now it's actually doing it just because of this mechanical thing. But with the gimbal, you turn off the deadband. The deadband will give you that kind of extra space, right? You make it 0. Make sure there's no wobbling. I usually what happens now, there is a flexing here. So kind of like cable tight. And I make it linear. So the gimbal do the panning. So I don't want this to do anything. So I just make it 0 that it just doesn't even change the head at all. And I program the head to one position, come back to another position, it'll automatically track. And if you feel like in the middle it goes away, you stop there, change it again, so it'll do a smooth curve.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no advanced keyframe editors, but basic stuff it does.
That's cool.
One second.
Yeah, let me try that. You can try stabilizer, yes. Right. Is there a Bluetooth reset? No, right? Light. Energy tube SC. This is a Pro CCT or Pro CCT, right? Pro, okay. Pro RGB, yeah, okay. I think it might find now. Can we get the other light? Maybe the other one works. Try the other one. I can search from here. Fine. Let me see if the light works. This is the big one, right? Pro 120. Start searching. Is there a Bluetooth reset? No, right?
In this device,
There is one. Can you change? See if the Bluetooth is set.
combination of these buttons.
Okay, maybe I have to do that one as well. That's why it was not finding. No. Okay, anyway, the idea is to search for the light and combine them. For some reason it doesn't work, but anyway. Sorry. Let me take this off. So, all good? We worked together before in a project. Yeah. Yeah. And you later finished the job. You did the shoot after, right? Because I couldn't continue. So he was a DP. The short film Element Brilliance 3. Finished?
Yes, finished. I think the color.
Color grading. Shoot is finished. Because I got busy over that period. I couldn't even come for like a day. Yeah. Cool. So that's it. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much, Mustafa.
Once again, I hope I made it.
Amazing.
I'll export the video.
Amazing. This is what is required, right, for an iftar photo talk. Like we have an amazing iftar. Sit, relax, and try to learn something, 1 or 2 tips from the professional, and go home, dream about it. Next day, try to apply it. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Superb.
Yeah. Before you apply, you have to buy the gear, right?
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm telling. Dream about it.
Yes.
Because
Yeah, dream about it, come up tomorrow, buy the gear and try it again.
So thanks for coming, and keep coming. Like, we are going to post another 4 more events today. So until 22nd is already posted. Now 23, 24, 25, 26 is going to be done right now. And then tomorrow we'll post until 31st. So then I can relax for some time. But I want, the room to be full. That is our main aim. Like, see, these are the kind of things, like, it's not possible every time. And that too, like, getting something from a professional who already did a kind of research, keep doing that research throughout, his life, and come up with some ideas. Yesterday I was just having a look, like, he bought a geared head from me, and he has just given that head back to me, and then I saw a different attachment on top of it. I got shocked. Okay? Because, see, that geared head got a pan and tilt.
Pan, tilt and
tilt,
roll. Yeah,
roll.
The top pan was manual. I made it to geared one.
Yeah, so he made a geared one. The top
I need
one.
it.
Yeah, that's
what I need.
So these are the kind of things. Like, he give ideas to small rig for the kind of the handles, kind of design kind of things. So these all are creative ideas. Like, when you work with that system, and you want to make that system to be a friend of you, and that's what he always do. And these are the kind of lesson that we should learn from him. From many other professionals, like, we have here Hassan, we have another Hassan, another Hassan. Yeah, they all are like, professionals. They all come up with their, life. Again, thank you very much for coming, and let us take a group picture.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
So please come forward. Let that be here. It'll
put it
look
aside.
good. Yeah.
Like this.